Let's kick this off. Welcome to another episode of the Kunalarora Show with Dennis Rooney and Bruce.
Hey.
Back, baby.
I was lost without you.
Shut up.
It was 10 days of just floating in the wind.
You know what it was? You know what I know it was for you?
What was it?
10 days, you feeling like, no one's going to hold me to task.
What are you talking about? Nobody's going to hold me to what task?
No one's going to put my feet to the fire.
No, I'm not going to get a phone call at a random time and be like, what have you done for yourself this week? I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm trying out here.
Nah, I don't like it.
I got a text. You were at Soul Joel's with a friend of ours, Lori Palmentary. Lori texts me. She's like, Kunal's giving me shit. Giving both of us shit. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not even on the gig yet. I'm getting crap. I'm not even with you.
I can just already feel she was making me so angry that I started to get angry about you.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand, though. You're projecting onto me.
Yeah, 100%.
Other people's shortcomings become my own shortcomings. I have enough of my own shortcomings.
Isn't that the worst thing in the world?
You don't need to subcontract out for my failures.
Well, let's talk about my successes.
Go ahead.
I came back from Portugal.
That's right.
Yeah, and this is this kind of dawned on me today is that comedy paid for the entire trip.
That's nice.
That's not a bad thing. And this is the thing, though, is that I let Dina plan most of the trip. All of the trip.
So you paid for it and she planned it, huh?
Well, I paid for my half. I didn't pay for
all right. Oh, comedy paid for half the trip.
Yeah, comedy paid for my trip.
Oh, okay,
my side of the trip. But it's like, I don't... Man,
you were sitting in first class. Dina's back in business. You're like, listen, comedy was good this year. I don't know what to... You need to step up your art game, okay?
Yeah, I'm sending notes through the stewardesses. How she can do better with her life.
Yeah, you're fucking...
And then
and Dennis need to get your shit together.
Once I connect to the messenger app, I start going after you, too. I go after my mom. She called me stubborn, and I'm like, I'm going to tell you who's stubborn.
You're 50,000 feet in the air, just like... What kind of shit can I give Dennis today?
It makes me feel so much better because you're elevated to be able to look down on the entire world. But I want to get into this. I let Dina plan the trip, and that's my fault. I should not have done that.
Okay.
Because
10 days she planned the whole trip. You had no...
a little bit of input in terms of hotels.
Were there things in Portugal that you were like, I want to do these things while I'm there?
No.
Did you have any interest in going there?
No.
You just wanted to go on a vacation. You let her pick.
I didn't even want to do that.
You didn't even want to go on the vacation?
No, I don't. I didn't even want to do. I stink at vacations.
Why?
Because I didn't take them as a kid. I don't see the necessity now. I don't work a full-time job. You know what I mean? This city tears people apart.
Right.
It breaks them down. But I'll tell you this much. It don't affect me, baby.
I mean, you say that.
Yeah, but I mean it. Like, I don't have a job, like, other than stand-up.
Right.
So it's like, you go to your job every day. You're in a butcher shop, hawking meat, or whatever the hell you're doing. And it sounds awful. It sounds truly like
I love how you're so far removed from a day job. You're like, whatever you do at that place.
Yeah, it's...
I don't understand it.
You're a Wall Street broker?
Yeah, I'm doing great. But you're just like, you're fucking killing cows in the back of a room? I don't know.
You're Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men. So
you're saying you don't need a vacation because your life is kind of cushy.
It's not cush.
Yeah, you don't want to say that, do
No,
you?
it's not. It's not that, right? My life is just... The difference is that it's not super stressful.
You enjoy the work.
I love the work.
You love the work. So
Absolutely.
like the idea of like I need to take time off from the work is kind of like, why would I do that?
Why do I need to do that?
Even
I don't feel stressed.
You know it's kind of important though.
It's part of the contract of a relationship.
How are you still with this girl? And that's the kind of response.
I'm going to tell you right now.
You guys were eating Chinese dinner one night, and she was like, I was thinking about a vacation. And you were like, well, I understand that is in the contract I signed when we moved in together.
Flipping
Article 17, Section B.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. I got to go on a vacation.
This is an addendum. I didn't even know this was here.
Portugal specifically?
Yeah. Why? So that's the thing. We went to Portugal.
Were you excited before going at least?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't even excited. And then we went, and the one thing that did excite me was the thing that I found when we were there. We're in this city called Sintra, and it's a lot of castles, and it's palaces and shit like that. And I saw this one place that I am 99% sure inspired Zelda.
The video game.
Yes. 100%.
Okay.
Okay. So there's another place in Spain that has a lot of influence too.
Now, what makes a Zelda castle as opposed to like
any other castle?
I guess.
Well, there's other things, right? There's other like places. Like one area just looked strikingly like Ganon's castle in that same spot.
From which game?
That Ocarina of Time, I believe.
Okay.
And then they have another one in Skyward Sword. You know it's like this giant hole in the ground. It's called the Unsealed area, and that also inspired by this place that I went to.
Were you surrounded by other video game places and stuff? Like, did you take Rainbow Road to get there? You get off the plane and you're on Rainbow Road.
This is horseshit.
You're dodging red shells left and right the whole way there?
Absolutely. I'm just looking for the shortcut to jump so we can skip the passport line. So
what'd you do? You went to castles?
Yeah,
you looked at castles and was like, this reminds me of video games?
Yeah. I mean, that was, first of all, no one's ever made that connection other than me.
Bullshit.
I kid you not.
What do you mean you kid me not?
I
you
looked
can't
on
prove
the
this.
I went online.
And
I typed in this place and Zelda, and I could not find anyone who had made a comparativeness to it.
And then made a blog post about it,
yes,
though.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course.
So nobody's ever made this dumbass thought public until
100%.
now.
Yes, I'm saying it right now. And this is the thing. I don't know why you're so fucking...
I think it's a dumb thing to note.
Right. That's what it is. Let's
come out with it, all right?
I don't like this like way that you're tiptoeing and being like, oh, yeah, interesting. You got your hands folded in some sort of menacing way.
I'm doing this one?
Yeah.
The fingertips?
Go on with your thesis. And it's like...
It's just, I mean, it's a dumb thing to say.
Well, I don't care. It felt so awesome. That's probably the highlight of the trip.
The highlight of the trip was you seeing some castle that's been around since the 1500s and going... I bet this inspired Zelda castles.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And I felt pretty happy that I was the one I cracked the case.
Did you? You were in the middle of like a tour guide group and you raised your hand all of a sudden?
I didn't. I fought back. To. Of course I wanted
to.
You didn't think I wanted to interrupt this tour guide?
You raised your hand. Dina's like, put your fucking hand down right now. I don't know what you're going to say.
She looked at me and she's like, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not necessary.
Have you guys ever heard of a Final Fantasy around these parts?
I'd like to tell you the story about Ganon.
He changes every time. So it's Ganon, Ganondorf.
Right.
I don't know.
Man of many names.
What's your spy situation in Portugal? Would you say there's a Metal Gear Solid happening around? Portable nuclear?
I just start walking around yelling snake.
Yeah. You're flipping over every cardboard box. I know you're under there.
I'm destroying bricks looking for a star.
I just think that if you went and looked at castles all around Europe, a lot of them, most of them, probably look like I don't understand the differences in castles.
Here we go. However, in 1987,
Spires?
In 1987, a Japanese company bought that property.
Bought the castle?
Brought that, that specific property.
For a Zelda theme park that never came to fruition.
I don't know what the reasoning was, but for 10 years, nobody was allowed on that property. It wasn't open to the public. So as to what happened during that 10 years, I don't know. Couldn't find anything online about it.
What do you think happened those 10 years?
I think that this clearly had some inspiration. They had some people come through, be like, check it out. What do you want to do with it? And then I think this inspired the video game makers of Zelda. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay?
Shigeru Miyamoto, we're on to you, dude.
This is where your end starts.
Also, is this a bad thing? You make it seem like you're cracking the case.
I'm just saying I think that I was able to make the connection, and it brought me a lot of joy.
All right.
Aren't I supposed to go on vacation and feel happy?
If it brought you joy, more power to you. Right. I just didn't realize your joy was brought on by such simplistic idealations.
What makes you happy?
Your misery sometimes?
Clearly.
What makes me happy?
You know, this is the thing I realized, man, about Europe.
I thought you were about to say about Europe.
No. About Europe.
Okay.
It's mid.
How? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't like the use of the word mid.
I know you don't.
You're not 15.
I understand.
Okay.
I get it.
Go ahead.
But I'm going to say all of Europe, mid.
Where have you been in Europe?
I've been to places.
I know you've been to. No, you have been to a couple
places. Belgium. I've been to Brussels, Bruges, Paris. Now Portugal, London.
Yeah. And look at you. You haven't taken in any of that culture. The only thing you got was this reminds me of a video game.
Yeah, absolutely. You're lucky I didn't go to a place and be like, this is like a deli.
This is like Narnia. Where's all the talking animals? You go to the zoo in Belgium, you're like, they're not saying nothing.
I start poking the glass. Hey, I know you go. Tell me where Mr. Thomason is.
Oh, I get. They only speak Belgium. Someone say something in Belgium to them. They don't understand American.
Give him some chocolate.
I don't know. I mean, I've been to Ireland a bunch.
Sure.
That makes me happy.
Yes.
But I'm seeing family.
Yeah.
The culture there is great, but like I never saw any castles and was
I don't
like
see anything extra. Like I want, like, you know, in America we really go at it with whatever it is.
we go to the extreme.
We go to the extreme.
Yeah.
Europe, not like that.
They're much more laid back in
Much
Europe.
more laid back.
You know what they say? I don't know if you've heard this phrase before.
What do
but
they say?
Americans, they live to work.
Yes.
And in Europe, they work to live.
100%.
The idea being like
100%.
you make enough money to whatever, you know what I mean? Get by, you have your family
Sure.
happy, you need stuff, whatever, you take a nap in the middle of the day. That's enough. They don't have this. And that's why you don't like it over there.
Exactly.
Because you're over there looking around and you just see a bunch of Dennis Rooneys.
100%.
A bunch of people just
a nation of Roonies.
just skating
That's all
by.
I say. Yeah. They're just making enough.
Yeah.
And it sickens me.
And they don't seem miserable about it. They seem kind of okay.
They are very much at peace.
And that just makes you hate it even more.
So, you want to know something?
These people are too naive.
I heard in the 9 days I was there, I heard the horn of a car 3 times.
That's impressive.
2 of them were me.
That's Were you honking it up over there?
I was honking at people.
Did you get looks?
I don't give a shit.
No, but did you though? Were people like...
I wasn't even checking for the looks.
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't even doing it. But I honked the horn because I was like, yo, man, you got to move.
Yeah, honking the horn outside of the States is a real... That's like a thing.
It's a big
It better
thing.
be an emergency
100%,
or...
yeah.
We honk the horn just to be like, I don't like the speed you're going.
I'll honk the horn and say I don't like the weather. I honk the horn for frivolous things.
I don't like you looking at me in that car. Beep!
Yeah, absolutely.
I still don't understand what you did for 9 days.
So we were in Lisbon for 3 days.
Okay.
Which is way too long. Because Dina likes to walk around.
She seems like she'd be that, where it's like, what are we going to do today? We're going to walk around and see the sights.
You know what? Yeah. You know what she said to me? She wanted to take public transportation. I was like, you can go.
Who is she? Henry Rollins?
Yeah,
She's trying to immerse herself in the culture?
Yeah. Was she Bourdain?
The day-to-day life?
Yeah, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, it's insane behavior.
I feel like me and you, we go someplace, we're like, where's the movie theater?
I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
Let me find out what kind of snacks they're serving.
We'll do like one
or two
touristy thing.
Yeah,
bring me to a castle.
But it's like, that's it, man.
A museum.
And also, everything in Portugal is dumb cheap. The equivalent, let's say the equivalent for the ride from where my mom lives, where you live, to JFK. That taxi is like $40.
Yeah, 30, $40, sure.
Yeah, that same amount of time of ride in Europe, in Portugal specifically, was equivalent of $8.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
What's the money over there, the euro?
Euro, yeah.
Okay.
But everything goes further in Portugal. Pack of cigarettes, €4.50.
Yeah.
You could get a beer for like a small, like maybe a 12-ounce beer for €2.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? And I was drinking. And I was smoking.
Right.
And that was great.
Is that why you're in such a manic state right now?
I'm going to tell you right now, the come down's a little rough. I'm weathering the storm.
That's why I just stay there. I stay at the top of that crest because the come down is brutal.
Yeah. I don't want to. I was starting to break out like a couple days ago.
I didn't want to say anything, but it's staring me right in the face.
I've got a big zit. Right.
Can we get a zoom in on that?
The zit explodes.
You have to walk towards the camera.
Yeah. The camera shuts off. Like, ugh.
It's okay.
The camera honks.
I got to stop looking at it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I get it. And I popped it all.
Is that what it is? Is that the alcohol, you think? Honestly,
I think it's the alcohol
out?
and the cigarettes, like the withdrawal.
How much were you smoking? And did that drive Dina insane?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Because you come back, you stink like cigarettes.
100%.
You're getting into bed with her.
Yeah.
You stroke her face. You smell like cigarettes.
With my smoking hand, I still have.
You're burning her. She's like, I wish you wouldn't. On our vacation.
Right. The ashes are getting in her nose. Yeah, no, it's like...
so you did a lot of walking around.
A lot of walking around. Too much walking for my life.
You're just sweaty and tired by the end of the day.
What do you want?
What was the weather like over there? Hot?
It's around the same as here.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's parts of the day where it's like 78 degrees, 80 degrees.
I don't want to be walking around
That's what I'm
in
saying.
80 degree weather.
Give me... Man, if it goes past 72, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
I mean, we have the same feeling in terms of temperature.
My air conditioner broke a week ago. And I'm serious. And I'm at the point where it's like, I'm not going to go buy a new one.
Sure.
We got like 2-3 weeks left of,
100%.
warmer. Like today I woke up and I was like, God damn it. It was like 80 degrees today in New York. but I'm not going to go. I'm just not. I'm not. I got to just suck it up.
Right.
I'm sleeping with a sheet.
Yes.
I wake up with the sheet soaked.
Right.
I'll wash it.
Ugh.
No, I don't.
Okay, that's right.
They're not soaked though.
Yeah,
but
but still, it's just that uncomfortability. I don't like anything about it.
That's another thing about being poor. You know, sometimes something comes up. It's like it's got to wait.
Yeah. This
wait.
is an obstacle of your own doing. Anyway, I sent you a video. We got to talk about this.
Yeah.
I sent you a video. It's
didn't take place in Portugal.
No,
you don't see this in Europe. I feel
this is what became. This is the thing. I have been very diehard about defending New York City during the pandemic.
You mean like how it's not? People would be like, New York City's falling apart. It's
Yeah.
violence and crime. And shit. You're like, no, it's not that bad.
Every person who's said that to me generally doesn't live in the city.
Right.
It's always these outsiders. They may be from the city. They don't live there anymore.
Yeah.
It's always somebody who's like, they can't wait to give you their opinion on New York City. They don't got any boots on the ground, though.
Their vision of the city is still Taxi Driver with De Niro.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they
think
still
it's
think taxi drivers are white. Like, that's how old we're talking.
Right.
The understanding.
Okay.
Is, you know,
there are some white taxi drivers.
There are
Albanians.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Absolutely. But you know, that's fine. They don't count. But
they don't count as white people.
No,
all right.
They don't.
We're making a ruling right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Like, and there's a video. This guy, he's in a McDonald's. He starts gets into an argument. I don't know what the altercation is.
These are the types of videos we've talked about it on here before.
Yeah.
I love these videos.
Yes.
I seek them out.
Right.
I go on Reddit.
Yeah.
Documented fights.
And you start your day this way.
I'll often start my day this way. I try not to look at them at night because you can't go to sleep after watching a video.
But starting the day this way is better?
Yeah, because it's like you got to keep your head on a swivel, Dennis.
This sounds like
you got to wake up and you better eyes open.
This sounds like I'll start the day with heroin, but I won't end the night with it because I don't want to fall asleep face down and suffocate.
No. These videos are not heroin. Okay. Heroin would be the brown noise that I listen to before falling asleep.
Okay, so then what is this? We're talking like meth?
This is meth. This is something to get you up, get you going. All right,
man. I watched the video and I was so upset. I was like, come on, man.
Did you think of me right away?
I did.
Okay.
I was also upset at you again.
So we're in a McDonald's.
I thought the video was you.
I always envision myself as the people who come off as like cool and cold-blooded in these videos.
This man was cold-blooded.
Yeah, this is a public fight in a McDonald's.
The guy was outnumbered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 to 1?
Yes.
I'd
easily.
Say. Yeah.
Easily. And they are hitting this man full force.
Yeah.
And then he does the most G shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
He just leans over where you return the trays.
Uh-huh.
And he just looks at these guys.
And they keep punching him,
They keep punching him.
He's getting face shots. They're punching him in the face.
They're sucker punches.
And he's just eating them.
And
then he eventually just looks over at him, puts his head on his chin, and he's like, is that it?
I'm still standing.
He says.
And at that point, I was like, I'm happy I don't like McDonald's.
At that point, get the fuck out of that restaurant, okay?
Absolutely.
This doesn't end with the guy being like a Buddhist monk, like, I'll just take this shit all day.
It doesn't end with the guy sitting there dipping nuggets.
Yeah. There were people, too, still.
Yes.
There were people just eating their meals, finishing their meals, aware of what's going on.
But this is the part that really baffles me, is that the guy sets his bag down.
Yes.
And starts rifling through his bag.
And you hear one of the other guys, chill.
Yeah.
We don't know what he's going for.
But you're not moving.
Yeah, you're not moving. Get the fuck out of that store.
This guy isn't going to be the guy. You just watched him get hit in the face.
Yeah.
Go, I'm still standing. Yeah. And then he decides, all right, sets the bag down. This is where you pick your bag up.
And get out of there.
And leave.
He's rifling through his bag.
Right.
And what are these people thinking? That he's going to come up with like a legal pad and a pen and be like, all right, names and numbers for everybody. I'm taking you to court.
We're going to mediate this.
I assumed gun.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You got to assume gun.
It'd be so funny if it was a bouquet.
It was a bouquet, like peace offering?
Yeah. He starts pulling its ribbons.
He's doing a clown thing. He's just, He's like, what kind of balloon animal you want? I got you.
A smaller him pops out.
Smaller him in a cage. Yeah. He's like, don't make me release him. Don't make me release him.
And then the guy in the cage is going, you won't believe what I got.
He's like, let me out of here. I'll kill all you motherfuckers. I want him to open the cage. You're not in this McDonald's. I'm not in this McDonald's, but you're in here with me. What does he take out of the bag?
He takes out a tiny axe.
A tiny hatchet.
Yeah. Little
now,
hatchet.
We're in New York City. We're in Manhattan.
2:35 a.m.
The nearest trees are fucking Central Park.
Very far away.
What's this guy got a hatchet with him for?
What's he need that?
Because it's a legal weapon, I guess.
I don't think it is.
It's like the equivalent. You're allowed to have a hatchet.
In New York City.
Yeah, of course. They sell them. You buy a hatchet at a hardware store.
You really?
Sure.
Okay, I didn't know.
But that's the thing
when
is
am
like.
I ever in a hardware store?
That's true.
That's
you
true.
are quite the woman.
Yeah. I order my shit on
Can we
Amazon.
cut that? I didn't like that.
Yeah. Well, too bad.
I'm adding myself.
Good, absolutely.
Also, I love how one of the clips while you were gone that released, you managed to catch me saying, he was speaking in Mexican. And I go, wait a minute, that's not right.
Oh, yeah. You won't believe the amount of editing and audio I had to do to get it right.
Just to get it, even that, to leave that in.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can buy an axe.
You said Mexican in another episode, and I dubbed it over.
You put it over that?
Yeah.
You subbed it over?
Yeah.
You can have an axe. You can have certain knives in New York City.
Yes.
You can have a mini baseball bat.
At one point, some guy goes, well, this is why I keep my knife on me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now this guy's like, I got a hatchet, but this guy's got a knife.
Right.
I feel bad for the restaurant, though, because this guy takes out the hatchet.
Yes.
And he takes, I think he's even got like the leather pouch over the metal, over the blade of it.
Yeah.
So he removes, this guy's a professional.
People still standing.
People still standing.
Chilling.
People aren't running. If I saw some guy take out an axe at a restaurant,
Yeah.
I'll get you next time. I'm out of here.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm Uber Eatsing my.
Yeah.
I'm Uber Eatsing as soon as I walk out. Be like, listen, you just got to pick it up.
And no one's going to get hit with this axe because it's a video that was on like TikTok or something.
Yeah,
so,
right.
unless you get in real early before it gets taken down.
This is the thing. That's where your mind goes.
Uh-huh.
My mind goes, I don't know what's happening next.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I didn't know.
I'm experienced. I'm like, I know which McDonald's this is.
You've got it all figured out.
Jen behind the counter, she ain't going to stand for this.
I'm going to tell you right now, if this guy asks for honey mustard, he better expect not to get any. Because that place is a fucking nightmare when it comes to your sauce game.
He just starts swinging at like tables. And taking chunks out of them.
Shattering these tables.
Shattering these plastic tables.
Right.
Shatters a glass wall at one point.
Absolutely.
The wall didn't do anything.
Right.
The tables didn't do anything.
No.
You gonna use that axe on a person or not, dude?
Yeah.
You took it out.
And he starts threatening people.
Yeah.
At
Random people.
There was one guy just sitting there, slapped the guy in the face.
It seemed like the guy turned around who was sitting at the table, pretty much minding his own business. He wasn't involved in this altercation.
Right.
But the axe guy is walking around yelling, and it seems like the guy sitting and turns around. And he's like, hey, man, I don't want no problems. I'm just eating. Now I'm putting words in his mouth, but that's the vibe he's giving off.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't buy it.
You think he says some shit?
I think he said,
pussy with that axe, you won't do shit. And then he just smacks him in the back of the head.
I think he turned back. He was like, hey, can you get my number 3?
Hey, I actually need something cut down in my backyard. I live in Westchester.
Yeah. He takes his burger. He's like, could you split this in two?
Could you just chop that in half for me, please? And so the dude with the axe smacks him out of his seat.
Yes.
And his girlfriend, the girl he's sitting with,
right?
She's terrified.
Yeah, absolutely
terrified.
If you experience this is your moment to go, I'm out of this city.
Yeah. This is PTSD level shit where like I was terrorized in a restaurant by a guy with an axe.
But it's 2:30 in the morning at a McDonald's, so I don't expect people to have their lives together that go there. And I'm not saying that you can't go to McDonald's at 2 in the morning.
Right.
I'm just saying you should not eat there.
Being at a Manhattan McDonald's,
right,
after I'll say 10 p.m. Top 5 places I don't want to be in New York City. Top 5 places in New York. A McDonald's after 10 p.m. Between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m.
No.
That is a fight club, dude.
That is I think that I got to push that back.
Go ahead.
I got to push that back. I'm saying straight up after 11:30.
All right, hour and a half difference here.
90 minutes is a huge difference. I'm saying, listen.
All right.
Let's put it this way. It's 10:15, and let's say I'm drunk. I'm outside. I'm with my girl, and she's like, oh, I want McDonald's. I want to get they have a veggie burger. I'm gonna be like, yeah, go right ahead. I'll be out here.
Right. You're not gonna go in with her?
I'm not gonna go in with her
because you know it's dangerous.
No. Because I feel safe enough that nothing's gonna happen.
Right.
But I'm telling you right now, it's 11:32. I'm like, you wait out here.
I've seen enough of these videos, man. Yeah. There have been so many fights in McDonald's in New York City. Yes. It's like, for some reason, it's the restaurant to be.
It's the cage.
That's the place. That's the Octagon.
Absolutely. 100%.
Octagon. Do you remember that video from a few years back where some customers hopped over the counter?
Yes.
And this dude who was working at McDonald's grabbed a random pipe.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, too. McDonald's will just leave weapons laying around.
I think the machines come with the pipes ready to go.
Random pipes duct taped to the side in case of emergency. Pull pipe.
It's just someone scribbled who built the machine. He goes, you're going to need this.
Yeah. Etched on the side of the pipe is now you're fucked. Like that cop who shot the guy in the hotel. Different story.
Okay,
Listen.
all right.
Yeah, I don't want to be in a McDonald's after 11 o'clock in Manhattan.
100%.
Shit is going to go down.
Yeah.
It's amateur hour drunk. It's like being in Penn Station almost. It's like you need to keep your head on a swivel.
Get your rosas and beat it.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
So my favorite part of this video, though, because he's still walking around the restaurant kind of just generally terrorizing everybody. You know, and there's even the guys who were all, like, hitting him to begin with, they've just got their hands up, like chill.
Right.
Even though you were just punching this guy in the face, you were just ganging up on this dude.
Well, now he's going. You want to talk tough?
Yeah,
I got a hatchet. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And there's a man who worked at an axe throwing place.
Right.
Very disappointed.
In his safety, in his skills.
In the safety.
He never threw it once.
That's true, but I just find it upsetting. Like, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be a weapon you treat with a little bit of care and consideration. This guy's breaking out on a McDonald's. Take it out at a Wendy's.
Yeah.
Up the class of the place that you're going to.
That's fair.
Yeah, right?
That's fair.
I think it's a good enough excuse. All right. Point being, yeah, I mean, and then...
But wait. So he's terrorizing everybody, and eventually he comes over to the girl who's cowering in the booth, whose boyfriend has just been slapped out of his seat.
100%.
And he's like in her face, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, you afraid of me? You should be afraid of me. I'm crazy, bitch.
I thought he said you could do better.
He probably... Listen, I got a place on West 9th.
I'm actually an investment banker.
Yeah. I just do this on the side for fun. But he gets in her face and he points the hatchet at her and he points... And then... After he, I don't know, says whatever to her, he shakes her hand.
Yes.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, I did.
A little dainty handshake to be like, don't worry, bitch, I'm not going to kill you.
I don't know why you keep adding that he's throwing the word bitch in there.
I mean, he's terrorizing McDonald's with a hatchet. You think he's like, excuse me, ma'am.
Madame?
Madame, is this your husband I've whacked onto the floor?
Would you like...
He's like, bitch, you know this dude? He looked like the type of guy to throw around bitch a lot.
Absolutely.
All right? I don't know what to tell you.
And then he grabs his bike and pieces out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that bike was a fixed gear bike.
Did you really see that?
I noticed that because I'm like, is this guy a bike delivery guy?
You're out here discussing gears?
I watch all these videos, man. I take in the details.
You're on a different level of observation when it comes to these videos.
Yeah.
I'm out here just watching going, look at this city falling apart.
Did you see the shorts he was wearing?
Yeah, he was wearing shorts.
Didn't have a wallet.
What do you mean?
You could see he was wearing like
board shorts?
No, he was wearing like sweatshirt, like sweatpants shorts.
Yeah, sweat shorts.
Sweat shorts.
Really found you a while to get there.
The only kind of shorts I wear.
Yeah.
And you could just tell he's got nothing on it. Everything's in the bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Including an axe. Makes you wonder what else was in that bag. Like, why does he have the axe for protection?
I wonder if in the bag there's like a list of weapons and he's just picking it based on the situation at hand.
When he's rifling through the bag, it's like the scene in Pulp Fiction where Bruce Willis is in the pawn shop. Just like first he picks up a chainsaw, then he picks up a bat, and he finally lands on. This guy's like, gun, no, too messy, doesn't warrant it. Mini baseball bat, not my style. Oh, hatchet. Hell
when
yeah.
you get attacked by 3 people and you're not really phased.
I just read that Gary Paulson book and I'm ready to fucking go.
So man, it's hard to defend the city when that kind of shit pops up. That's for damn certain.
If you're in that McDonald's and shit starts going,
right.
If you're on the other side of the restaurant, are you still getting up and bouncing immediately, or are you kind of like, I want to see this? Because there is part of when people are freaking out in public or fighting in public, there's the fight or flight thing where it's like, it's almost like stay or flee. Flee is safety, but stay is like, I kind of want to see this.
I'm a 30 distance man.
30 yards? 30 feet? Yeah.
30 yards in New York City. You're back home. What do you mean?
You're in a different borough.
Yeah, you're out of there.
Yeah.
No, 30 feet. I'm by the door. That's my situation.
I think in the wrong situation, if I'm like drunk and I have, depending on the shows I've been watching recently, I just hope I'm not like getting between this guy like, hey man, you don't want to do this.
Yeah. No,
I catch a hatchet to my face.
Yeah, you come back with like missing
fingers. I lose fingers.
Your fingers look like nuggets.
Yeah. Like, let me buy you some nuggets. Let's cool down.
Right. Man, it's that was a rough video, and the fact that you start your day this way.
Yeah, all the time. I look at it all the time. It's updated every day.
Man, you need a vacation.
The subreddit free. I haven't taken a vacation in years. En años.
Yeah.
I'm not great at vacation either, but I think I'm better than you.
100%.
Yeah. But I've been saying for 5 or 6 years now that I'm going to book an Airbnb on a beach in like a third world country.
Right.
I always say any country that we were at war with 30 years ago is probably a great place to go to now.
Like what, Vietnam?
Yeah, exactly like Vietnam.
Okay.
Your money's going to go a long way.
Sure.
They don't really give a fuck
I'm
that
telling
you're
you right now, you could go to Portugal and you're gonna chill.
I don't know if I'd like Portugal.
Why?
Is it landlocked?
No. It's on the water entirely.
Okay, did you hit the beach at all?
Yeah. We went down south to the Algarve.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I would like Portugal.
We went kayaking.
I want some place where it's like for $40 I can live like a king though for a week. Sounds like Portugal is in between
like
that.
It's
and,
not
it's not that
no,
bad, right?
$40 for the $40 a week. No.
No, I want to go there, tip somebody $5 American, and I change their status. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
That's how I want to feel, though.
Yeah, you want that power. See what I'm saying? You quest for power, and instead of elevating yourself, you figure, let me go to a place where everyone is low.
Exactly. Let me go to a place where they're
insane.
They're just getting back on their. Is it insane or is it pragmatic? Where it's like, listen, I don't have a lot of money. Yeah. I deserve a vacation.
So let me squeeze every little dollar that I have for what it's worth.
Do I want to go to London and live poor over there for 5 days? Or do I want to go to... I can't go to Thailand. You can't go to Thailand because people just assume you're going there...
To fuck little girls.
To fuck little girls or little boys right. or trans people. Yeah. Which is... You could do that in New York City.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I hear the...
Why do I got to get on a plane to do that? I could do that here. They're going to have me buy a flight? $900 to go fuck trans people? I'll tell you right now, in 10 minutes, I got a trans person right now. I'll be sucking their dick right here.
First line on the Tinder profile. And I appreciate the upfront and honesty.
Sure.
Trans person.
Yeah.
You see it all the time. Yeah, I don't need to go to Thailand to do that.
Right.
No, but I want to go somewhere where I can rent a little moped. Yeah. Yeah, you don't know me, bro. You don't know me at all, man.
You're going to look like a meme?
A meme?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's like a big guy in the tiny motorcycle.
Oh, fuck you. Yeah, all right, maybe not a Vespa.
A bear on a motorcycle. You're just driving by. People are just going, ah.
I went there for a vacation. I found a career with the circus.
Yeah, man. No, it's...
They got me balancing a ball on my head. I'm fighting people.
You're fighting people from Azerbaijan.
The New York Bear, and I lose every time. I'm like Homer in the fucking boxing match.
Yeah. Oh, you're paid to take dives.
I want to go.
You're paid in jars of honey.
But the honey is like a good currency there because it's a war-torn country.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm luring women back to my hotel room with jars of honey. Yeah. I'm like, you see this?
Yeah. You fight the world champion, and then you take a dive in the third round, and you're given half a salmon.
Yeah, half a salmon. But now I'm like the richest person in the country.
Absolutely.
I feel like I'd be a character in one of those Super Nintendo fighting games that was off-brand. Yeah. Not Mortal Kombat, not Street Fighter, anything else. One of those characters.
You're wrong, Geef.
Yeah, I'm just some fat American who's... Yeah. They never explain how I know how to fight, but apparently I can.
Yeah. Instead of Saget, you're... Never mind. Fake Saget.
I remember Saget, yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Wait, what, he died?
Bob Saget?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Absolutely not.
No. All right, absolutely. So I want to go someplace, get an Airbnb on a beach.
Sure. I figured you'd want to go to England.
I wouldn't mind going to England,
but the perfect time.
But I would want to go to England to do comedy.
No.
I want to go someplace where comedy's not on my mind for 4 days.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean? It wasn't on my mind for this.
Yeah.
But I did end up at a comedy club.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes.
How was that? What's Portugal comedy like?
So this is the thing. This is kind of cool. I ended up, they're all in Portuguese.
I was about to say, can I ask you a dumb question? It's Portuguese, right?
It's Portuguese.
Okay, it's Portuguese.
So I literally download Google Translate right then and there and hit the transcribe in real time. And I'm reading their jokes.
How good is it, the transcribe
in real time? It's actually not bad.
Yeah?
I was able to, one of the comics who I knew there, because he was there doing shows, doing like theaters, and he was in town. We got dinner that night. And after he got off the stage, I gave him notes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He probably hated that.
No.
This fucking New York American comic comes over here. No. He's drunk. He's all faces all broken out. Let me give you some notes.
Yeah. Looking like a witch. Boils on his face. I bought this idiot dinner. Yeah. So
good turnout for the show?
Yeah. A Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Packed.
Wow. Expats or like it's in Portuguese.
Yeah,
okay, interesting.
So I thought you'd want to go to England now. The Queen.
Be very careful what you say right now.
You know what I love about our listeners? As soon as the Queen died, I was getting messages.
I'm getting verklempt right now.
I was getting tweets.
I'm schwitzing.
that people were going, when I saw that the Queen had died, my first thought was the episode that you did called Birth of a Troll.
Yep.
Yeah. People were reaching out.
Were you in Portugal when she passed?
Yes.
What was that like? Were they happy? Were they sad? Were they
telling you right now,
ambivalent?
I'm on a sailboat. We're sailing. And I'm drinking a glass of wine. I'm like right by the.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
All right, I thought you were walking around the whole time.
No. Somebody lists, who's on the boat with us, another patron. There's they take like 6 to 8 people out. It leans over and goes, "Queen of England died."
Yeah.
And I was like, I took a sip and I was like, good. And then
you take out a party popper.
So then I was sitting there on the boat, and I'm thinking, man, maybe I should tell Dina. And then I go, you know what? Not gonna.
She a big fan of the royal family?
She watches The Crown.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the.
Is that about the Queen?
It's about the Queen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is the thing. What I didn't tell her because I didn't want to ruin the mood.
You thought it would ruin the mood?
Yeah.
Would the news ruin the mood, or would you harping on it once you told her and just making all these mean comments and shit ruin it?
It's best not to take risks.
Talk for a second about this. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. A lot of people, were feeling a lot of ways about the Queen. And I got to say this. Good. I don't care. And it's not that, I come from my family comes from a country that was under British rule. That's not the thing that upsets me.
You're not holding grudges for that?
No, absolutely not. Because what are we going to do? We're going to go to England, get the jewels that they might have taken from India, and then what?
Is that what you're worried about?
That's what
not genocide? Where you're like, they took some rubies.
Sure. But then you can't undo that, right? But you take the jewelry and then what? You put them in a museum in India. So what?
Right.
So what?
Doesn't change history.
It's
not really helping anybody. Right.
So it's not that mentality. What I don't like is that there is a family that just gets to live off the tax dollars. Mm-hmm. That's the thing I don't like.
Well, it's not your tax dollars.
It's not my tax dollars.
You're mad for England.
No. I was actually happy that the Queen. I was mad because because that's the only reparation that Indians are ever going to get is that British people have to pay taxes to support the royal family, and they're going to continue to pay these taxes.
I don't think that's reparations. That's more of a punishment.
It is a punishment. But that's all you're going to get.
Yeah.
India's never going to get reparations. Any country that's ever been taken over or a part of the British Empire is never going to get reparations.
As my mom would say, get over it.
Yeah.
What, your great-grandfather was killed by an imperialist colonial society? Get over it.
Yeah. That's such a great, I love that fucking, what a privileged attitude to have. What a solid fucking position.
Is it privileged or is it like I've given up and it's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
It's a very New York.
What are you going to do?
Shit happens.
When it doesn't happen to you, because if you ask them about the shit they went through, they don't let their shit go.
Well,
you see what I'm saying? I've done the work.
What work?
I feel like I've improved myself as a person.
What does that have to do with anything?
That I would never, first of all, I would never tell somebody to get over it. That's what I'm saying.
Never ever? Depending on what they're bitching about?
I'm thinking about it right now.
Okay.
And there's a friend of mine who went through a breakup. And I said to her, it's just going to take time for this to heal.
Yeah.
And eventually you'll get over it. I didn't go, snap out of it.
Snap out of it. Yeah. No, it
wasn't like that at all.
Okay. Yeah. Get over it is the rudest way to tell someone, like, you will have to eventually move on. You can't harp on this forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's like probably, it's the worst of the phrases.
Yeah. That's why the Jews do it right when people die.
What do you mean?
They do it right because the body has to get buried within like 24 hours.
Yes.
And then you sit Shiva for a week, which is you just hang out at your house. People come visit. They bring food. You mourn. And after the 7 days, you know what they say? Get over it. You got to move on. Well, I don't think they actually... There's not like a rabbi comes over and goes, get over it.
We're going to just do a quick prayer. And the prayer is... Get over it. Yeah.
But that is they're like, listen, we took a week to mourn. We got to get on with our lives.
That's so crazy that
it's healthy.
Yes.
I think.
No, 100%.
Not when my mom says it, but when the Jews do it.
Yeah.
Healthy.
Look at you pandering to this business.
Listen, it's a mitzvah. I'm a mensch.
How many more can you go?
I'll schmear you. Schmear is a thing. Schmear.
It is
what else?
It is a thing. Don't make. You know me when I get on my Manischewitz.
Yeah. You like your Manischewitz.
Yeah.
You know what I like after I hit a few Manischewitz?
What?
Let me find me a shiksa.
Yeah. Maybe afterwards when I'm drunk, get a little matzah in me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I drive a Chevitz.
Chevitz?
You know?
So, all right, the queen dies.
My Chevitz Firebird.
Chevitz Fireberg?
Yeah. Firebird.
Fireberg?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you start cracking jokes, cracking jokes, but you say, "Who cares?" or
My
"Good."
Ford Mustard.
You sort. What are you reaching for now?
Okay,
No, Ford mustard.
Yeah.
Mustard isn't a Jewish thing.
Well, they do like it.
You're like they like it on knishes.
Yeah. It's a thing, baby booby. It's a thing.
It's not soy sauce to Asian people. Mustard to Jews.
Do they have a sauce?
Should we do condiments to nationalities?
I think so.
All right.
I think so.
Okay. Irish people have a brown sauce. What is it? I don't know. Brown sauce.
But they call it a curry sometimes.
No, a curry's a curry.
A curry's a curry.
Brown sauce is something you would put on like chips or meat.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They have the brown sauce. Russians have Russian dressing.
That's not Russian.
I
have a theory about Russian dressing.
Please tell
and I've
me.
never bothered to look it up, even though I've spent much of my life.
This is not the place to come here with intelligence.
I've spent much of my life in the sandwich arts.
Right.
And I always said Russian dressing, spelled Russian.
Yeah.
I think it originates where it should be Rushin. Russian dressing. Like, I got to make a dressing real quick and I'm in a rush. What's the simplest thing you do? Mayo and ketchup. Some 1950s housewife is like...
saying they're rushing the dressing?
Rush in. Rush in the dressing.
So they couldn't even say rushing.
They don't have time for the extra letter.
Yeah, for the G.
Yeah.
So why did it get associated with Russian people?
Because it makes it sound classier. First of all, I don't think Russian dressing is associated with Russian people.
Okay, right.
I don't think there's I've never been in a Russian restaurant anyway, but I've never seen a Russian in a movie be like, "Oh yes, give me some of the dressing from my homeland these potato chips."
Why would he call it Russian dressing?
Damn, it's just dressing. It's just dressing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, no, it's Thousand Island.
Thousand Island is slightly different, I believe.
What's the difference?
Thousand Island, I think.
One has pickles, one doesn't.
Yes, relish.
Yes, relish.
Russian dressing has relish in it.
Yes.
Thousand Island, I believe, does not. I believe Thousand Island is just the mayo and ketchup.
Which, by the way, I think...
Where are these Thousand Islands?
Lost is what they are. Lost to the sea. And all we got from them was their last...
Was this dressing. Yeah. I don't think Russians have Russian dressing.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Indians chutney.
What is that, the green stuff?
There's different chutneys.
Uh-huh.
There's a red one, a green
mango
one.
chutney.
There's a mango chutney.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you can make a chutney any style, basically?
I mean, there's a limit, but there's different chutneys. The green one's the main one.
America has ranch. Ranch is inherently American.
Yeah, it is.
It is. You don't really...
I was in a pizza place in Portugal.
And you asked for ranch and they fucking beat the shit out of you,
I
hope?
thought about it. I didn't do it, but I thought
you
about
would.
It.
You're the guy, though. You are like the definition of... not an angry American, not a young American.
Arrogant?
Kind of.
Ignorant
American, maybe. You know what I mean? Where you don't know anybody. You're the guy you show up place and you're like, how come there's no Russian dressing? Where's the ranch?
But I ask those questions to upset people more than it is to the... Because I know... This is the thing. I'm sitting there with Dina and I go, I should ask for ranch.
They wouldn't even have it, probably.
I know, but to me it's funny.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it, but I thought about it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know what is... When I was living in Australia, they thought I was Canadian because that's how nice I was.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm not a guy... Oh, me and Dina got into a fight.
You don't say.
All right.
What night? Out of 10 nights, how long until you guys got into a fight? And how serious of a fight was it?
She got upset.
Not you, though.
Yeah.
You were the one making her upset.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were at a restaurant, which took a while to decide which one, and it was like upsetting me because I was driving. And it's like, just pick a place.
You were driving over there?
Yeah.
Automatic?
We rented a car, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's just like, pick a place. I don't care.
Uh-huh.
She starts reading me the menu of a place that I thought we were going to because that's what it was in the maps.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, great, we'll get that then. She goes, that's a different restaurant. And then I just go.
Well, then why are you reading it to me?
I go, are you fucking with me?
Once you take that tone, the night is ruined.
Oh, absolutely. She goes, can you...
No amount of ranch is going to cover that fucking taste in your mouth.
You know what she does, which really one-ups it? Mm-hmm. It's like when somebody goes, when they raise in poker and somebody goes all in. So now she goes, can you please pull over?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's one thing for the driver to pull over to make a point, but when the passenger's like, would you please pull over so I can let you have it?
Yes.
So you pull over.
We pull over.
Mm-hmm.
And we fist fight. No, we're just wrapping our hands.
She slaps me with a glove, and I know it's on.
Yeah. So we 10 paces, turn around, fire.
Actually, in Portugal, they do 8.
Why?
It's the metric system.
You know, man, because I don't know this. I can't even qualify that. So so we have that. I was like, listen, I don't care. Let's just go to the restaurant that we originally picked.
But you did pull over.
We did pull over.
Okay.
We hashed it out. Okay. We get to the restaurant. It has a really nice view.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Does most people speak English in Portugal?
Yeah, a lot of people.
Enough to get around. Because it's touristy.
Yeah,
kinda,
enough
right?
to get around.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's never when you just say English, there's usually somebody who speaks English.
Like on the menu, does it say like
They
what it
have
says in
English
Portuguese?
menus.
And then, okay, cool.
This is you got to realize about Portugal. Portugal has become the Florida of Europe for the rest of Europe. And not in a trashy way, but I meant in a retirement way.
Okay.
Because if you're older, you've got your money, and you know that the euro goes further there.
Yeah.
So there's a huge population of British people.
So there's a ton of tanned Jews in Portugal, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
If we're comparing it to Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Why? It's the truth.
I didn't like it. I didn't want it.
I didn't like it. I didn't want it.
I wasn't buying it.
Don't take this argument out on me again.
No,
all right?
I'm taking it out on your ability.
All right. So
but I'm saying the point of the retirement place. Mm-hmm. So a lot of places have the American, an English menu.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, so then we go to this restaurant and we're eating at this restaurant. And I want to say this right now, and this is a declarative statement, and I love to make a good one. Any restaurant that has a view of importance has mediocre food.
A view of importance?
Yeah, like what you're looking out to is of an important situation.
Oh, if it's got like a great view.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not always, but the types of places that we can afford, yeah.
I mean, there's no limit to a restaurant that I can't. You know what I mean? It's not going to stop me.
Yeah, there is.
What do you mean?
There's restaurants you can't afford.
No, that does not exist.
Sure. You're going to go out and pay $600 for a 2-person meal?
I've paid my half, but yeah. $300.
You made her split the food?
No. I'm saying I once went to a restaurant with a buddy of mine. We paid $300 each.
Yeah. Once.
Yeah.
Once.
But but this is the thing. Money doesn't stop me from going to a restaurant if I really want to go.
Yeah.
Okay? This restaurant was overpriced.
What'd you order?
A bunch of seafood dishes.
Okay.
But the restaurant was overpriced.
Uh-huh.
And it was overpriced, but also on top of that, the food was mediocre, okay? And it's because of the view. When a place has a good view, the food cannot exceed a spot of actual where you're like, oh my God.
You think the chefs are distracted by the beautiful view? They keep leaving the kitchen to go take a look.
Yeah, they're just cutting something while staring out the window.
Yeah, something's burning. It's like, yeah, but do you see that mountain range? It's beautiful.
It's his hand. So
I hear what you're saying. The food can't.
There's a certain height a place can reach when it comes to a restaurant with a good view, and if they reach that height, still it'll be good,
right?
But it'll never be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You have to go here.
It's like when there's a restaurant on the top of a mountain.
Yes.
Even in the States. Like
yes.
There's
top
only one restaurant.
Yeah, top of the mountain.
You don't have a choice when you get up there.
Overlooking the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Ocean view.
The food
city view.
The food cannot eclipse the view.
Exactly.
It simply won't.
And it's built into the price structure.
Uh-huh.
You're paying
for the view.
You're paying for the view. And the food is mediocre, man. You can only get at best a good meal, but you will never get an unforgettable meal.
Yeah. You know what you're also not going to get, though?
Yeah.
Someone taking a hatchet out of a bag and starts swinging it all over the place. You know what I mean? I think you're paying for that a little bit, too. You know what I mean?
You are paying for safety.
Yeah, you're not. You're paying for not getting threatened by someone with a small armament.
100%. 100%. So then we get out of that argument, right? Once we got into the restaurant.
Is it really out of the argument, or is it like we're moving forward, but I could feel,
No.
Is it right under the surface?
Out of the parking. Once we reached the parking lot, we had squared it away.
Okay.
But then.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Then you asked for ranch.
Not here. In this situation, this is what happened. And I'm not a guy who likes to travel who likes to argue when traveling with somebody.
Right.
Like when you and I go on tour.
Don't rock the boat.
I don't like to rock the boat.
Yes.
I'm super considerate as to how you're feeling.
We save it for the last night of tour, and then we unleash.
That was only once.
It's only once. We got over it.
But there's been several. We've done 3 tours together.
Yeah.
And they've always been fantastic.
We're big on not stepping on each other's toes.
Good. But there's the space of the enjoying the silences. Huge on that.
Yeah.
You go quiet. I'm like, let me keep quiet here.
Yeah.
And I'm a chatty guy. You know that.
And
more than you.
Sure.
Right. So I know to keep my mouth shut, let you fucking live.
Let me drive.
Let you
shut the fuck up, Kunal. Let me drive.
You never have to say that.
Right. No, never.
Because
I never
I'm
have
considerate.
To. Yeah.
But I don't want to be a bad travel partner.
Yeah.
I think there is truly nothing worse than going somewhere with somebody. And this is worse so because she did a lot of the planning. But going somewhere with somebody, that's the only person you're with. And somehow finding a way to fight with them.
And you're with them the entire time.
Exactly.
And also, there's like it's not like oh, this is a lot, I'm gonna go someplace else for a night. It's like no. You can maybe have a little bit of time apart during the day.
Sure.
I'm gonna go do this and get some,
100%.
But at the end of the day, you're coming back to that hotel room with that person.
Yes.
And you're just living on top of each other.
If you're a person that if you can't step back and take a minute to be like, I'm with this person the entire time. If you can't, and even you might get roped into an activity you're not even crazy about. If you can't step the fuck back and be like, for the sake of the trip.
Yes.
Not even for the sake of the other person.
No.
For the sake of the trip.
You got to play ball.
Yes.
Play ball. Some things you might be doing something that she doesn't really want to do that much. Sometimes you're going to be walking around some castle you don't give a shit about.
Exactly.
Just be happy to be out of the States and be with someone that you love.
Right.
Try to make it work.
Right.
What happened?
So.
This bitch.
So. We're sitting down.
We're
talking to the server.
Are you giving him the business like you always do?
I'm not. His English isn't that good.
All right.
So I'm just being cordial.
Yeah.
And getting. He goes. Dina asks. It says per serving. There's a list of fish, and you go per serving. And he's like, well, how much comes in per serving? And he says, I think, a kilogram, 1 kilogram.
Okay.
Right. So, and she goes, how much does a person eat?
If I'm the waiter,
yeah,
I'm hating these questions.
I understand that.
I'm hating these questions.
He goes 500 grams. And I go, okay.
Which is half a kilo.
Yes. Yeah. I know this.
Okay.
But she goes, well, what does that mean? And I go, I know it's half a kilo.
I didn't think this story would involve me getting upset with your girlfriend.
I know.
But I know. What does that mean?
Yeah.
I'm using numbers.
Right. And it's like, to me, the reason why I think I've got a firmer grasp about it is because of data, terabytes, gigabytes. It's all the same way.
Yeah.
1,000 megabytes is 1 gig. 1,000 gigs
now
is 1
she's falling into the dumb American image.
So then.
Where she's like a kilo.
So then, right.
Well, what is a kilo?
Right.
It's like, I don't know how to explain that to you.
You don't need to know because 500 grams is all it takes to feed a person.
He takes out one of those scale accurate things like a piece of metal. That's just like, this is 500 grams, miss.
I thought you were talking about the justice scales.
He's just like, you say one more thing, these scales are going to tip not in your favor.
Yeah. There's Lady Justice. He's taking a tiny blindfold. He puts it behind her and he goes, now you must tell me how much fish you truly deserve.
I wonder if this guy's used to these kind of questions, though.
I don't know.
But I kind of don't think so.
When we sat down.
I'm surprised she seems pretty cultured. That she would be like, well, how much is 5 million? What does she want him to answer by holding out this much?
I don't know. But
cup his hands?
You don't need to see it because 500 grams feeds a person.
Right.
Each serving is 1 kilogram.
She's not a big girl.
She will not need.
Yeah.
But we can order 1 kilogram of fish and we'll be fine.
Right.
So I'm puzzled.
to say the least.
Right. Confused here. I want the scales of justice.
Yeah. She's taking your spotlight. Usually you're this person.
I am this dumb.
She's stepping on your toes.
She's walking into my territory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you come into my hotel, you get behind the desk, we're going to have a real problem.
Right.
So then I take out a tiny axe.
No. Start swinging.
I start swinging. And I'm going to tell you right now, the view is gorgeous.
Yes.
Sea spray hitting the rocks.
Really? Oh, that's nice.
We're right there, man. And it's fantastic. And then she says this.
Oh, no.
She goes, you got to forgive us. We're stupid Americans.
Oh, what are you doing? Stupid Americans? Oh, that is so not cool. That's like you're painting yourself in this image. Oh, No, you're just a tourist and you don't know any better. These questions aren't unforgivable so far.
I hate
that statement, though.
I hate to cut you off.
Sorry.
It's taken several episodes for you to see my side. This podcast doesn't need to continue.
We're done?
We're done here. But
right.
no. So no. We just leave the camera running, though?
Usually I am on her side.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
And most of the time, so am I.
When she says this, how do you react at the table? Do you physically react or do you keep it inside and be like, we're going to talk about this at a later point? Are you immediately just like, are you kidding me?
And, this is great for asshole court.
Okay.
I lean over and I go, never call us stupid Americans. Never.
Are you an asshole for saying that? Is that up for?
Do you think I'm an asshole for saying that?
No. I think she needed a little reminder, and you just, you're like, listen, don't ever say it's just not a good move.
No.
I've heard of Americans going to Europe for traveling and they put a fucking Canadian flag patch on their backpack.
I've heard of that too.
So as to not be regarded as dumb Americans.
I've heard of that too, and that to me makes me so fucking nauseous.
You're a coward.
It's a cowardly move.
It's a cowardly
move because it's like, oh, you don't like the reputation that this country has garnered?
Then fight against it.
Exactly.
Go over there.
Be the change you want to see.
Right.
You want people to look at Americans and be like, man, they're not so bad.
Uh-huh.
Be that fucking person.
You're looking up the menu on the way there. You know what you should be looking up?
Yeah.
What's a kilogram look like?
Exactly.
Yeah. What's a half? What's 500 milligrams?
Anything that says market price. Start learning some shit.
Yeah.
So I say that. I go.
How's she take it? She's like, can you pull over the restaurant?
I pick up the table and I move it to the corner.
Can we move the table to the corner real quick so we can talk about this?
We're no longer facing the nice view. We're facing the parking lot. So I say that.
Mm-hmm.
And the waiter goes, I'll be...
you said that in front of the waiter?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Now that I'm recalling, I don't remember whether I did or did not. But I know I whispered it to her.
Right.
She goes... She's like... She starts to tear up.
I
know. I don't like making her cry.
But
and maybe it was a little gauche to walk around the restaurant screaming USA. No.
USA! USA!
So, I go, her eyes start to well up. She doesn't start to cry.
Right.
Her eyes well up a little bit. And she says to me, she goes, you were so cold.
I disagree.
Man.
I know you whispered. I feel like you whispered it like Hans Gruber in Die Hard. Be like, don't you ever say that again.
No, I'm not going to debate how chilly I made it there.
You could have been like, softened it up. You could be like, babe, don't call us dumb Americans.
Listen, this country, America, do we get into wars? Provoked and otherwise? Yes.
Yeah.
Do we get involved in other people's business for our own political and monetary gain?
Sure.
Do we send our politicians on frivolous flights and fancy to do whatever the fuck they want?
Yeah.
Just so they could interfere on bullshit?
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
But
have we bombed other countries back into the Stone Age?
Enough of the bad shit.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you right now, while coming up with all this, I really forgot what my point was going to be. But
I think the point, me and you feel the same. I think you and I feel the same way about the United States of America, where it's like we have a history of terrible things.
Yes.
And I love this country, and I'll root for it every day and try to make it,
100%.
Like, I'm not saying we do everything right.
No, man, we do everything far from right.
I want to live here, though.
Yeah, I want to live here.
Yeah.
We do everything far from right. But the point is this, though. I'm not going to let you sit here and say we're dumb Americans.
Tarnished an entire country.
Man, I'm sitting here and I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
if she had just said, sorry, we're dummies, it'd be like, whatever. I still don't want you talking down to yourself to the waiter.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want you. Also, don't bring me into this.
Sorry, my boyfriend's a fucking idiot. And he didn't explain to me how many grams are in a kilo.
Like, if I had a second, I would have. But it's just like, that's the whole situation. It's like, we are stupid Americans. And that's the thing that, man, it just kind of irked me so badly.
Yeah.
That this like weak attitude thing because it's like, my mentality is, hey, yo, fuck this guy.
Uh-huh.
If he can't explain it, get someone who can.
Right.
We're paying for this.
It's not a great question to ask, but it's
Sure.
still like, it's not like
whatever.
She didn't ask for Russian or ranch.
She didn't.
It's not that bad.
It's like, okay, I don't know the measurement.
Somebody
tells you Celsius temperature, you go, okay.
Okay. Yeah, you fake it, be like,
Yeah,
all right.
okay. And then I'll Google it there.
Right,
We
right,
both have
right.
phones working.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, to me, it's such a, and she says, you were so cold.
Yeah.
And she's right. But she said, I was talking about me. That's what she said. She said, I was talking about me. And I said, I get that.
Even that, though.
But even that.
Even that.
And then I said, on top of that, but I said, you said we.
Is that the face you made?
Yeah, I did.
I love it.
I gave her the Trump.
In my head, you guys are starting to get into this very heated, passionate debate, and they're just serving seafood in front of you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you have to be quiet for a second, be like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes,
Thanks a lot.
absolutely, that was happening.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The guy's setting down ceviche.
And they know.
Yeah,
they know.
Because you know what's crazy? There's another couple, better looking guy, better looking woman.
You could tell they're smarter than us.
Yeah. They've got the table in front of us. We still got a good sea view.
Yeah.
But they're right there.
Yeah.
And they're having time of their lives.
The best night ever.
No one's arguing.
And you feel like you're competing with your vacation with their vacation.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And they're crushing it.
Oh my God. Wearing matching designer shades.
Ooh.
Gross. But still.
But
he's in a
happy.
polo,
They're happy, clearly.
Nice watch. Like you could
Were
see.
they Americans?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're like 4 feet away from
I would have asked for a different table. Can you put us next to some miserable people, please? Can we get some?
I want a table where the boyfriend is also right.
Yeah. Can we get a domestic dispute going on in here so I could blend in a little better?
No problem. Where is the table now?
Absolutely. Lucas! Call Lucas out from the back.
So she says that, and I go, you're right. I'm sorry. It was cold. But at the same time, I just hate when we take shots at ourselves like this. Don't do that. Listen, you don't get something. Why is it somehow worse to not know something in another country?
It's perfectly okay. You're a fish out of water. That's okay. Yeah, you know what I mean?
We did a
stranger in a strange land.
We did a boat tour. The guy was doing a trivia. He asked who the president was. Nobody knew the fucking answer. So what?
Yeah.
So what?
Who cares?
Exactly.
Right.
Doesn't matter. People come to America because at the end of the day, you could be super famous in England. But if you're famous in America,
we got Hollywood, baby.
People will know you across and beyond Hollywood.
Yes,
people will know you across. But
that's what I'm saying. That Western Hollywood is like the standard.
It is
the
top of the pyramid.
The entire world.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You could be the most popular guy in the most popular actor in India. You have no idea what his name is.
Yeah, I have no idea. I could guess.
Exactly. I don't. I wouldn't want you to.
I know,
but I kind of want you to.
I'm not doing it.
The most popular actor in India. He's done incredible films. Yeah. And you could watch some of them now, and you would be moved.
Harry Styles.
Hilarious. So it's such a the guy, and he's known probably across the globe.
Yeah.
He's like comparatively what Johnny Depp is.
Sure.
But Johnny Depp is Johnny Depp in America.
Right.
Therefore, he is known across the globe.
Yes.
And this guy, although phenomenal, ain't no Johnny Depp.
Yeah, he's not Johnny. He's Johnny Depp in India.
Yeah, he's Johnny Depp in India.
And then to a small percentage of the rest of the world, he's still, oh my God, that's that guy. But he could walk past me on the street. I wouldn't fucking know who he was.
My mom would faint if this guy walked in.
Yeah.
She would lose. I kid you not. We were at a parade, an India Day parade when I was a child, and I remember being squished up against people because this actor was in the parade.
Getting the real Indian culture experience. Just getting smushed in a crowd.
I'll tell you this much, though. I was a little excited by it.
Right.
Because it was mostly women around me.
Okay.
And I was squished amongst a bunch of older
Indians.
Indian.
Not my fault.
Yeah. I'm sorry this erection's hitting you in the knee.
This titty old, but it's still soft.
This back fat ain't bad. So, but yeah, my mom was losing it. She had to have been, I think she was like probably in her late 30s.
Right.
And she's screaming like a 16-year-old girl.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never seen your mom like that.
I know.
And trust me, I've tried.
But the point is, like, so getting back to it, I say that. She goes, you're really cold. I go, I'm sorry. You know, and we worked past it.
Yeah.
But it was hard to take photos.
Sounds like there was a lot of working past things on this vacation.
Just literally
a couple?
that 1 hour.
Yeah.
You know, getting to the restaurant and then that situation. Outside of that, we didn't argue. Dude, we had to kayak. We were in a kayak together we had to work to
together,
paddle, to work together. Mm-hmm. And there was a couple tough words, but then we figured it out.
Right.
It wasn't tough enough where somebody had to say sorry.
Right.
Yeah, it was just like, hey, wait, what are you doing? You know?
Yeah. You weren't as cold as the water.
No. Okay. And then, nicely done. And then we just worked it out. And the kayaking worked perfectly.
I love how you guys go on vacation and you're just doing like couple relationship building exercises. You know what I mean?
Trust falls.
Yeah, trust falls and shit.
Yeah, this restaurant's got great trust falls.
You fall right off the cliff into the sea.
Into the sea spray. So, where are we at?
Can we cover one more thing?
What's up?
I kind of want to talk about just because next week it might be a little too late.
Yeah.
I believe it was, I forget who it was, what politician. You know I'm not big on politics, names and all that shit. But who sent all the immigrants to Martha's Vineyard?
There was 2. Ron DeSantis is one of them.
Okay. This is Texas, right?
I believe so.
This is a real Texas move, man.
Yeah,
I'm sure if you're listening, I'm sure you know about this. I'm sure you've heard about it.
People have covered it.
Yeah.
This is what... Okay, go on, please.
I just think I kind of like when politics gets like this.
Ooh, go on.
I just mean like they're playing dirty. This is playing dirty.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't at the cost of people's lives and their experiences and coming to this country, seeking refuge, seeking a better life, whatever.
Right.
But I also got to imagine that there were some people who got off at Martha's Vineyards and they were like, it's all working out.
Yeah.
This place is dope.
Oh my God.
I can't believe, I had my
you hear things about America and then you get here and you never could imagine it could be this good.
I was skeptical.
Yeah.
But they are doing it right over here.
I'm going to tell you right now, it kills me when politicians act like this.
Yeah.
For them, they're using immigrants' lives. Mm-hmm. In like the feudal era, they used to take a dead body and throw it over the gates, over the wall where somebody lived.
Biological warfare.
Yeah. To me, this is the equivalent of that.
This is almost worse because they're not dead.
The person's alive.
Yeah, they're alive.
They're alive. A person experiencing emotions, and they got to go, oh, man, we're in the richest part of town. We will not live here.
Right.
And now we have to leave. Mm-hmm. And then it's fucking... and I know we're supposed to like take the view of oh, this is funny. What are these people going to do? But I will say this though, having them sent to Kamala Harris's place. Yeah. That's funny.
I mean, I kind of think it's fucked up, but it is funny to me. Yeah. Also because it seems like the people of Martha's Vineyard very much came together and they were like, oh, we see what you're doing and we're going to help these people. They're still like
a happy ending.
They kind of can't live here. Where are they going to live? They can't afford to live here. But we're not going to just let these people out in the cold. I mean, it's warm right now. But they're going to try to take care of these people.
Sure, absolutely.
It just sounds like a sitcom to me. You know what I mean? One of these families gets in good with one of these white families in Martha's Vineyards.
100%.
Like, come live with us for a while.
It's like every house in Martha's Vineyard could end up the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Right. That's what it is. The Fresh. Oh, I didn't. Yeah. That's what it felt like.
Right.
That's how Will Smith got sent to Los Angeles too, right?
Yeah, but he was in West Philadelphia. He wasn't in Ecuador.
No. I mean, have you seen West Philly?
Yeah, it is. Yes.
I'm not saying Ecuador is, but West Philly is like a third world country.
Right. Okay. Maybe you should vacation there.
I bet the dollar goes a long way. I bet you get some bag of fentanyl for $5.
Yeah, you will. Yeah. Top 5 countries.
Let's hear it.
Australia, Norway, Canada, Germany, Singapore.
Portugal not on there? You weren't spreading the word?
No, I was not.
Okay.
Cities: San Antonio, San Francisco, Livingston, New Jersey, L.A., Denver.
2 sands. I like that.
2 sands, baby.
Yeah. Now we just need San Andreas.
Yeah. So what do you got? Spots? What do you got?
Follow me on Instagram at dennisrooney7. I will be doing shows in Chattanooga, Tennessee at the Comedy Cove. I forget. Check my Instagram for it, but I am going to be there October 5th, 6th, and 7th, and I will also be in Asheville, North Carolina, Saturday, October 8th. So hit me up on Instagram for details about those shows.
Fantastic. I will be at the Robin's Nest in New Jersey, headlining there on the 24th of September, so you have a couple days to get tickets there. I will be in Burlington, New Jersey, October 8th. So I'll be there. I will be opening for Akash Singh in, what is it, the Funny Bone? Yeah, the Funny Bone.
Nice.
I think Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been there.
Yeah, we've been there.
Good club.
Good club. Good food.
Great club.
Too good. So what was I going to say? Yeah, of course, go to my Instagram, alldayKCA. Links will be on my website coming up soon. Well, actually, by the time this comes out. So that'll be all good to go. Yeah. So follow me, alldayKCA. People that have watched the episodes and said, I generally don't comment. Comment. Leave anything. Emojis. Yeah. This builds. If you leave just a couple thumbs up emojis, that helps the podcast.
Yeah, it helps it get out there.
It helps with YouTube. It helps with everything. The clips are doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
some
great.
of those clips better than others. I don't understand the algorithm.
I have no clue.
You know what I mean?
But we feed the beast, and that's it.
But we also, any comment, we see it, and we appreciate any feedback. I've seen a couple nice comments on the YouTube full episodes.
Right.
That's very nice. People saying the show's come a long way.
Right.
We got bigger things coming, too.
100%.
So stick with us, man.
All right, cool. And as always, meet us outside.